Hello and welcome to Genetics. I'm Professor Cardenas, and this is your first remote lecture. So, in order to get you all familiar with some of the tech that you will need to use for the online or remote lecture portions of this course, I'm just going to do a quick overview for everybody. So, first, you'll go ahead and log into your Blackboard and click on Genetics of Health and Disease, and that is going to be the class. Hopefully, you're in the right class that we'll be using for all of the course-related materials that you'll need to have access to. If you'd like to click the syllabus, you can click syllabus over on this page. If you go over to content, this will take you to PowerPoints where you can click and download the PowerPoint for today's lecture, and that should come up in PDF form. Also, if you go back to that content page, you'll see this tab called Class Norms. I'll make this available once this course is uploaded, or this remote part of the course is uploaded. But class norms are there to help you set the standards for what a professional and optimized learning environment looks like for you, and for you to help hold your classmates accountable to, because we are going to be delivering healthcare to other human beings, and we need to start practicing professionalism right off the get-go. So in order for you to access this, you can click the link that's provided in that announcement. And these are just some examples, so I'll delete these once this is uploaded and the link is live. But in order to create a class norm or expectation, you'll click the red plus over here in the bottom. You'll type something that you would like to see of yourself and your classmates in class. So whether that is being respectful to all students, or limited cell phone or personal device time, for example, or staying on task, staying engaged, that is up to you. You type in your class norm or expectations and then just click on the canvas. You can drag and drop it wherever you'd like. And then I would like you to either upvote or downvote someone else's. So I do this for both of the classes that I teach, and every class will look a little bit different. So there's no right or wrong answer. Just this is your opportunity to help create a standard for the learning environment that you would like to see for yourself and your peers. And then at the end of this, I will take the consensus of what everyone put on here, send it in a Word document to you all, and then have you reply via email to confirm that you agree to abide by the class norms that you all set for each other. So that will be again available in Blackboard under class norms. When you want to see your grades, you'll move over here to the grade center down in the gray portion on the left hand side of the screen. And I won't click it because I have access to everyone's grades, so for FERPA purposes I won't click on it, but when you have it on your student Blackboard account, you'll click Grade Center and that will help you access your grades. Later on, we'll be using a discussion board, and I'll give you all a tutorial on that when the time comes to use discussion boards. Next, let's move on to your Google Drive, where your classmate, I believe it was Mr. Espinoza, got the PDF version of the text for your first trimester. I have absolutely no problem with you all using the PDF version if you like a PDF. I prefer a hard copy myself, but it is totally your preference. If you prefer to have the PDF version, that is a-okay with me. We'll be using Chapter 1 for Introduction to Genetics for the first lecture, which corresponds to the PowerPoint that you will download in Blackboard. Lastly is Osmosis. And Osmosis, you will go to osmosis.org in your web browser. Mine autocorrects because I'm already signed in, but when you log into Osmosis, it will bring you to this home screen where you can search for a topic in the search bar if you'd like. So if you'd like to search for genetics, for example, you will be met with a list of videos, and in this case, genetics is a topic in Osmosis, and you can click on that and it'll take you to the library of topics that you can see, and they'll be broken down by clinical subjects. So you can see there's various topics like anatomy, genetics, physiology, and these will be really helpful for you in some of your other classes as well. But for the purposes of genetics, you'll go ahead and click on here, at least for the first lecture, and I would definitely recommend that you review DNA structure, transcription, translation, and DNA mutations. If you click these the way that I did, these will be populated to a list for you to watch. If you just want to see the video, you can click on the little O and it will bring you to the video where you can choose to play it. In this case, I've watched it already, so it's asking me to resume or start over. And then you'll see the list of related topics as well. So in this case, again, I would suggest that you watch DNA structure, transcription, translation, and mutation, and also Mendelian genetics if you have an opportunity to do so. It'll probably take you about an hour to watch all of those videos, maybe a little bit faster if you speed up the play time. So I'll show you all how to adjust the settings when you are watching these videos. So in this case,
Deoxyribose looks like a pentagon, and the tips of the pentagon are 4 carbons and an oxygen molecule.
you have the opportunity to rewind by 10 seconds, fast forward by 10 seconds. You can put captions on or off if you are watching with sound off. I'll go ahead and mute the sound so the video can play. So in this case, you can see with these captions on, I can still see what's going on or listen and read what's happening in the video. If you want it to be a little bit slowed down, you can lower the play speed. If you are in a rush and you want to cram it all in before class, you might need to bump up the speed to 1.3 or 1.5 if you want to get it done a little bit more quickly. At the conclusion of the video, you can go and quiz yourself with some flashcards. You'll press browse and you can see the various flashcards. All you do is hover your mouse over and you will see the answers. Lastly, in Osmosis, you'll have access to high-yield notes, which are essentially your done-for-you study guide. If you need to, you can certainly create additional study resources on your own, but this is a way for you to have an already completed study guide that you can print and maybe add to while you watch your lecture or as you read your text. All right, I believe that concludes our tech overview. If you have any questions, please feel free to shoot me an email at bcardenas@laverne.edu. Enjoy the rest of the lecture.